Welcome to our podcast, Building Connections. In this podcast, we share insights from our leaders to build connections with our employees and important stakeholders across the globe. I'm Meredith Hunn from the North America Communications team, and I'm here today with our President of Building Solutions North America, Rod Rushing, to talk about talent. Specifically, we'll dive into the topic of workforce development and what we're doing in North America to find and develop talent to build the workforce of tomorrow. Rod, you are passionate about workforce development, and you've talked to me about how critical it is that we lay the foundation today to ensure that we have the talent we need in the future. But it's more than that. Why is this such a critical focus for you?
Well, I think when you think about workforce development, you have to think about how we serve our customers. Our customers see us and experience us by and large through our people that stand in front of them every day. So when we think about the workforce and the capabilities of our workforce, that's who our customers know. That's why our customers come back. So us placing a priority on attracting the highest talent, training those folks is very, very important to the business. We have great needs. You know, we're a growth company. We want to continue to be a growth company. Having the capacity and the talent to execute on that growth is really, really important. So our industry across time has been challenged by attracting talent into it. And so we're taking a different approach now. We're being much more proactive and deliberate around how we get engaged in local communities, how we become a source of informing local communities about this industry. But because we think on the back end of that, we look pretty good in the situation where if you come to our industry, we're going to be an attractive place to land. Primarily because we think development is so important. So getting in the door is one thing, but it doesn't stop there with Johnson Controls. We take a lot of pride in the progression of careers and also the development to create a path forward for these folks that we bring in the door. That's how I got here. It's what I did. I came in as a technician, and I think that once you get in here, you'll see a rich set of opportunities for you that you can take advantage of. The second piece of it is that, you know, I think there's a great sense of pride that we can have on a local basis when we provide opportunities for folks that may not otherwise see those opportunities. And it's a great opportunity for us to want to engage many of our customers or learning institutions to be out there with them. But when you go out and you touch somebody and provide a path forward for them who might not be in circumstances where they could see that, that'll be something I think will be a source of pride for us for many, many years to come.
Can you tell me a little bit about the North America business and how we're structured and what we do every day?
Yeah. So the North American business that we're speaking of today is our North American Field Organization. It's about a $8 billion business consisting of roughly 30,000 employees across 120 markets and roughly 300 locations. And when you think about the number of offices we have in single markets, 120 markets, but roughly 300 buildings that we're in. We serve a broad range of building technologies and services from an installation standpoint and aftermarket services, primarily in the spaces of installation of fire systems, installation of security systems, installation of control systems, and HVAC, heating, ventilation, air conditioning equipment. So I mentioned the technologies that we bring into buildings through our installation and aftermarket services, but what's unique to our company is that we manufacture all these technologies, but we also have a channel, the channel that I'm speaking of, that delivers these technologies. It's a combination of having great product capabilities combined with great people and great thinking in local markets that can bring these technologies to life for our customers. So with Johnson Controls, you get the combination of great history of innovation and great products, but you also get the capability of a lot of smart people in local markets that bring these products to life every day through our installation and aftermarket services.
So you have a history with Johnson Controls. You've been here about almost 30 years, and you started as a tech in the field. So today, you're running a $9 billion segment of our business. Can you talk to me about that career path and what it was like to start in the field and where you are today?
Well, it was 28 years ago, and I did start out in what we at that time was an application engineering role, but the role was really in the office doing design and a lot of time out in the field doing what we're talking about here through our workforce development program, commissioning and starting up our systems. And it was a great landing spot for me because it allowed me to build confidence, to mature a bit as a professional, and to learn our industry and a springboard into future roles. The greatest thing I had, though, was I was surrounded by great people and people that took a real interest in my career and my development and supported my development over time, exposing me, putting me into situations probably before I was ready, but never making me feel like I was alone. And that right balance of holding your hand but also pushing, that was what I had. And that's a lot about who we are as a company, and what makes us special is that local feel and that local community you get with Johnson Controls. And the great thing about coming in, as a technical person in the business is it does provide you with what you need to progress. So I think about my next role, I moved into sales, and the learnings I had from the technical side of the business benefited me greatly in having the confidence to stand in front of customers and talk about what we do, talk about how we do it, and then to understand, exactly what the requirements were of us to go meet the customer's expectations. So coming in from a technical standpoint is a really, really good way to learn the company and to learn our industry.
Johnson Controls recently signed a 3-year partnership with Lincoln Technical College, a leading provider of technical skills training in the U.S. So can you tell me more about this partnership, what the goals are, and why did we choose to work with Lincoln Tech?
Well, from the first standpoint, when you think about when you want to build scale and build capacity, you have to think about how prepared are you to do that alone. And great partnerships in this area are pretty common. We picked a leading educational institution like Lincoln Tech because, one, they're spread throughout the country and they're where our offices are, so it allows us to connect with local communities. So they're a great way for us to reach out in these local communities where our people are and make contacts in these markets and serve. So they've got a great reputation. We've got a great need, and I think the marriage will work out quite well for us. What they do from a core curriculum is right in the center of what we need in terms of developing people for their first opportunity in a technical workforce. It fits nicely with our controls technicians, the security technicians, and our fire technicians. It'll be a great landing spot. Johnson Controls will be a great landing spot coming from this. They're just a very solid partner for us to start with, and we'll probably need more capacity over time because our hiring needs are so great when you cast that against our growth expectations. But they're a great partner to start off with, and they're really doing a nice job working with us to get this thing stood up in these communities.
So thinking about our history and where we are today as a company, why should someone be excited about a career with Johnson Controls?
Well, I think we're a bit of a hidden gem because we have some of the great things that when you think about technology and the advancements of technology in today's world, we're in the middle of that in the buildings and environments. And we're in a really interesting point in time when a lot of these technologies are converging, and we're right in the center of making all that happen. We make it happen from a product standpoint in the products we design and manufacture, but also we make it happen in a practical way with taking those products and technologies and applying them in the markets that we serve. So it's an exciting time if you want to walk into this in a high tech industry and be part of something that's evolving. We're a great place to be.
Thanks for being here today, Rod, and sharing your insights. We appreciate hearing from the leader of our North America business.
No, thank you, Meredith, for taking the time to have an important discussion about workforce development. It's a really exciting time in the company. We've got a lot of change going on, but we're moving fast and with a purpose, and I'm really excited for what the future holds for the company and for our customers and for all our employees.